Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And this one doesn't go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here he goes on the bootleg. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Gets to space right side. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. From the red zone now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. On comes Austin Seibert and the Commanders' field goal unit to try this on 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch that.
Right to the air, it's Ertz. His first throw is an interception. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Daniels from the pistol. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He'll get this one to Brown. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Commanders go up 10-zip here in the first.
Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's Smith on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Great, set.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is an old-school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They go to Barkley again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Chased out to his... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you?
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Commanders will have a first. Shotgun snap to Daniels. On the move, headed right. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
That's caught. K.J. Osborne. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Daniels on 1st down. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's on the move. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's got it on the bootleg. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Great, set.
Hurts to throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. Second and 3 now. On the draw, it's Barkley. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Play made by Deron Payne. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Great, set. Do on left.
Hurts now from the gun. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Great, set.
On 4th down, Hurts. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Great, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escape. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles making a 1-score game before halftime. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
He's going to field this at the 2. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's Smith on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set. That's right.
Throwing here, Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Putting a receiver in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes the hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Finds his target, Robinson. Gets some space around midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, here's Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Daniels from the pistol. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. Catch is made in close.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds on the return. They've got 1st down from the 31.
No touch it. No touch it.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Great, set. No touch.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Bails out on him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
No touch.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going to run for it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. We've reached the end of the Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Great, set. No touch.
From the 48. He's got Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Great, set. Yo, touch it.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Here's another carry for Barkley, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. It's Dotson on the catch. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
63. No touch.
Working inside the red zone. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, the good news is, still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Daniels on 1st down. Touchdown, Washington. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Jackson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
73. 73. Don't touch it.
Here's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 33-yard line.
Waste of time.
Great. Set. Silver, set. Kyle left, Yeti. Don't touch it.
Trying again following the sack. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles got to score in a hurry. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Hey, easy. 63, bang. Don't touch it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Great. Set. Kyle left, Yeti. Don't touch it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
19 Lions. Ready?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Tight end going in motion here. Here's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying with Robinson. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.